I'm just a guy who loves Disney that has way too much time on his hands. If anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e. And a very interesting week for me this week, guys. Nothing that, it is bad or anything, but some of it involves you. One, the Q&A that I'm not sure if you all heard, but the Q&A that I did didn't save. It didn't do the audio. So what I am going to do is in the next week or so, I will do a Q&A where I answer the questions, kind of like this. Where I answer the majority of the questions that people sent me. I got a 100 question survey from somebody, and I don't think I'll answer all of those questions, but I'll answer a few because some of them are pretty interesting and a little bit different. But I will do that so that you guys will have your questions answered, so don't worry about that. That'll be coming up in a week or so. I'll also have another board game thing that you guys can see. I need to go buy another board game, so that should be fun to do. That should be really fun. Also, and this is big, this is huge for you guys, the person that won the Wreck-It Ralph Q&A thing there, the Wreck-It Ralph Blu-ray and everything, apparently deleted his YouTube account. So I gave him a week to somehow get in touch with me. And he did not. So what I'm going to do right now is pick another winner. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. See, I got all the things right here. I was lucky that I didn't delete or have to cut all of these out again because I saved them. I just had a feeling. I wasn't sure, but I was lucky that I didn't get rid of these. So I'm going to pick another winner from the bag here. Let's see what we got. Oh. Where is it? Film Angel 11. You win the Wreck-It Ralph Blu-ray. Film Angel 11. So yeah, Film Angel 11. Get in contact with me, or I'll get in contact with you some way. Hopefully you didn't delete your YouTube account like the last guy, but I'll get in contact with you and I'll somehow ship this thing out. It's literally sitting right there. I was ready to write his address down, and then he deleted his YouTube account. So you know what? Moving on, and hopefully they will enjoy that. So awesome stuff there. Let's see. I got some pretty good news for you this week. Some average stuff. Not a whole lot going on. I got a couple things to review. I actually have one thing that I'm going to be reviewing that I have never reviewed before. So awesome stuff. Congratulations to Film Angel 11, and let's get right to the news. Next week's Limited Time Magic celebrates the 15th anniversary of Disney's Animal Kingdom Park at Party for the Planet, an Earth Week event where you can meet some of your favorite Disney characters, purchase collectible merchandise, and try out some tasty sweet treats. All of this will be available from April 22nd to April 28th. For a full rundown of what you can expect, follow the link below. Very cool stuff. They're getting really all set up for the Animal Kingdom's 15th anniversary and Earth Day, which should be cool. It's this Monday, by the way. The official Disney Parks blog has posted more information about the upcoming 15th anniversary celebration at Disney's Animal Kingdom on Earth Day, April 22nd, next Monday. In the article, guests are urged to arrive at 8:30 a.m. to pick up special commemorative park maps and different things like that, and to collect a special button amongst other things. So there's a lot of stuff also going on down there that they're doing that day just for the Animal Kingdom. And if anybody goes down and happens to get an extra button or map, like that, one of those special commemorative maps, it can be either or both, whatever it is. If you could send it to me, that'd be great. I might even, if you need help with paying for postage, I could do that too. Yeah, so that'd be awesome to try to get that. So follow the link below to read all about it. Disney has also released special photos of the 15th anniversary commemorative merchandise that will be available for purchase at the Creature Comforts store in the Animal Kingdom. Some of these things will be also available for purchase online at disneystore.com as well. So very cool stuff there. As you can see the pictures, really neat stuff that they're going to be doing for the 15th anniversary of the Animal Kingdom. Car Masters Weekend is returning for its 3rd year at Downtown Disney. I know definitely Blue Collection will be down there because he loves him some cars. From June 14th through the 16th, you can celebrate all things cars as Downtown Disney brings in over 150 cars and gives guests the opportunity to meet Cars 2 characters, along with special appearances by designers and Disney Pixar filmmakers. That's a lot of stuff to say in one sentence. For full details and lineup should be released closer to that time. More information will be released, obviously, when that stuff is going down. So if you want to go to Cars Weekend, that Cars Masters Weekend, there you go. And finally, Disney will be conducting a test of the Fast Pass at Fantasmic next week, April 22nd to the 27th. Fast Pass tickets will be available at the tip board area from midday. Holding a Fast Pass for Fantasmic will not prevent a guest from obtaining another Fast Pass for another attraction. It's widely expected that Fantasmic will be included in the My Magic Plus Fast Pass Plus program, so this test should seem to be all part of the rollout of that, so that should be fun. So awesome. Good seating for Fantasmic. I'm sure a lot of people will get with that. But that's the news for this week. Let's get right to the reviews. Alright guys, the first thing I want to review today is something that I have never reviewed before. In all the years that I've been doing this, which has been about 6 going on, in September it'll be 6 years. I have never reviewed this. Apparently I must have overlooked it. I don't know why I did, but apparently I did. It's the Liberty Belle Riverboat. Who knew that I didn't review the Liberty Belle Riverboat? Anyway, what it is, according to these guys, is an outdoor scenic boat ride, major attraction, go anytime, slow, relaxing, scenic, 2.5 stars. Now, there's a lot of backstory behind these riverboats and the things that travel along the rivers of America. So let's get right into it. This is located in Liberty Square in the Magic Kingdom. You would think it'd be on, in Frontierland, but it's right there next to the Haunted Mansion and right where the Hall of Presidents let out. This opened on October 2nd of 1971, not October 1st. It was not a part of the opening day lineup, I guess because they didn't want to be overrun. And according to what they learned from Disneyland's version of it, it's a good thing they didn't. Now basically what the whole idea of this ride is that you take a 12-minute tour around the rivers of America. There's also versions of this in Disneyland Paris, Tokyo Disneyland, and the original, which is in Disneyland. Just regular Disneyland. Originally it was called the Mark Twain in Disneyland, and it is a 5/8 scale model of a riverboat that would trudge all the way down the Mississippi, in Mark Twain style. Which it does have a max capacity of 300. They thought they could push it to 500 back in the olden days. It almost capsized the boat, which really isn't good, so they have a limit of 300 people per ride. This was the first functional riverboat to be built in the United States for 50 years when it was built in 1955. It's amazing because Disney obviously is a huge fan of the South area and the Mississippi River and Missouri River, and seeing those riverboats are just it's a big thing for him. This was one of the original ideas that Disney wanted in his parks. He was originally going to do something with a riverboat, and then they realized when they were building Disneyland they could put one in here, so they made it a little bit smaller and got it pretty good. He even paid. He was so enamored with this idea and wanted this in the park. He paid for some of it with his own money, just to get this up and running. The Mark Twain version. This is not the Liberty Belle I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Mark Twain. Giving you some history here. The maiden voyage of the Mark Twain was Walt Disney and Lillian Disney's 30th anniversary. There's a good story about that in Walt Disney, An American Original. It's a book that I highly recommend everybody read, especially if you're a Walt Disney fan. You'll read all about it. It's really cool. Now, when they did build Walt Disney World, they obviously were going to bring this type of ride with it. So they built two more, flat bottom river boats. The Admiral Joe Fowler, which served from the start all the way until the fall of 1980. When she was retired after less than 10 years of service. A lot of people are saying that a crane crashed on it at the dry dock, so that's why it was kind of taken out of service. But the one that's being used right now is the Richard F. Irvine, and that came into service on May 20th of 1973, and it was renamed to the Liberty Belle in 1996 after everything except for the hull, boiler, and engines were stripped off and redone with newer modern materials, so it wouldn't wear as fast. So they completely redid it in 1996 and renamed it the Liberty Belle. Yeah, so that's pretty much the history of the Liberty Belle Riverboat. This loads every 25 minutes, and like I said, this does a 12-minute tour around Tom Sawyer Island and Fort Langhorne, and some of the sights that you can see while you're riding along this awesome little boat is settler cabins, mining areas. It's pretty cool. They have a Native American village there too, which is really cool. Got some animatronic wildlife. Obviously, Disney has animatronics out the wazoo, so they have that there. You can see really cool little different perspectives of some of the other rides. You can see different perspectives of Fort Langhorne, Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain. I think you can see. You got even the Haunted Mansion, which is kind of cool. You see the back of the Haunted Mansion. Very, very neat. Great little ride. Now, this is mainly just for relaxing. This isn't a very, tense sort of thing. It's pretty fun though, because you actually, when you hop on the boat and you see, the big, things rolling and moving all that water, and it really is neat, the fact that Disney built this thing, and it is an authentic replica pretty much. So it really is. It gives you a sense of history, and it's very fun. Not a huge attraction though. Obviously, there are many other great things to do while you're in Disney World, but if you have some time and you've done everything in the Magic Kingdom, and except for this is totally something you should get on and experience. Now, this can get a little busy at times. It's really random. Whenever the Hall of Presidents lets out and a bunch of people say, "Hey, let's go on the boat," they'll get on the boat and they'll fill it up to the 300-person maximum. But most times you can probably get on there and not have to wait and get a good seat and a good viewpoint, and it's really not that bad. They actually did a thing, I'm not sure if it was at Disneyland or at here, where after The Princess and the Frog came out, it was where you can meet Tiana and Prince Naveen. So that was pretty cool. They don't do that anymore. It's just the little tour around the way. So awesome stuff. So what am I going to give the Liberty Belle Riverboat in Frontierland in the Magic Kingdom? I'm thinking I'm definitely going to give this 2 stars. I know I've been hyping it for a while, and it is stoked with Disney history, but it's just a boat ride. It's, like I said, it's mainly good for relaxing and just kind of chilling out. If your kids are off doing whatever they want to do, and you parents just want to chill out and relax, this is a good thing to do, especially if you like boats and whatnot. You get to go around, hang on, and just feel the wind in your hair, and it's just a really cool little thing. You get to see a different side of Disney, and Disney really liked these little boat attractions and whatnot. He thought that was pretty cool, so definitely fun stuff there. So the Liberty Belle Riverboat, the review that I have never done before. There you go, 2 stars. Check it out. Alright guys, the next thing I want to review is a different section of one of my favorite parts of Epcot. It's the seas, but it's the main exhibits in the seas. The main tank and the other little exhibits around there. I'm not talking about the Seas with Nemo and Friends little shell ride or the Turtle Talk with Crush. I want to talk to you about the actual seas pavilion itself, because the pavilion itself is an attraction. Now, what these guys say the Sea's main tank and exhibits are: a huge saltwater aquarium, plus exhibits on oceanography, ocean ecology, and sea life. Major attraction, go before 11:30 a.m. or after 5 p.m. An excellent marine exhibit not to be missed, 3.5 stars. This is located, obviously, in the seas with Nemo and Friends in Future World of Epcot. The main attraction between this thing, of this area, is the 200-foot in diameter, 27-foot deep main pool tank thing that houses an array of different fish and coral species. It's really great. Now this, I'm pretty sure I've said this like a multitude of times, but this was the biggest aquarium ever built until the Georgia Aquarium was built. I forget what year that was, but so Disney had some pretty huge distinction going in, when they built this this huge tank, which is really, really awesome. I really love the seas with Nemo and Friends. I love Turtle Talk with Crush, but I really, really like actually walking around and seeing all the different things that you can see in this attraction now, or in this pavilion. The pavilion itself was the Living Seas, and it was predominantly just like almost an interactive aquarium. Now, after Finding Nemo came out in 2003, or 1 or 2, whatever, in 2003 they started really revamping it and getting it a little bit more, enjoyable for kids, so kids would want to go and enjoy this attraction and still learn something. So they did a great job with the revamp. It still maintains a lot of its old flavor, but it still is enhanced with the Finding Nemo stuff, so kids really love it. And it's really great to see these fish and all this other stuff. The smaller exhibits, which you can see, you can view fish breeding experiments, which they have. They have a lot of different little things going on sometimes. Short films on fish, interactive exhibits to learn more about them. You can see different coral fish, including Nemo, the clownfish are there, and whatever Dory is, you can see them. They have little individual things right there. You're probably seeing video or whatnot of it. It's just very, very cool, places to go. I love aquariums because I'm, kind of a coward when it comes to actually, swimming and whatnot in the ocean. So the fact that I get to see this world that I haven't seen before, really, even though we have the National Aquarium here in Baltimore, Disney does it, very well, and it's totally worth it. They have manatee exhibits, which is really cool. You get to see a couple manatee, especially when they throw in the lettuce and the manatee are like, oh, nom, 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 nom. Very, very cool. You got stingray exhibits, which are in the Turtle Talk with Crush area. If you walk into the Turtle Talk with Crush area, you can still just observe the loading area, which has stingray exhibits and everything. You don't have to go into Turtle Talk with Crush. You can just go see the stingrays. They also have the jellyfish in there, which is really cool. There's even a room dedicated to learning about sharks. There are a couple sharks in the big main tank, but in the shark area, you get to see Bruce and all of his and his friends, and you get to learn about sharks and whatnot. There's interactive games and whatnot for you to play. Now the big thing in that area is the fact that you can walk around and get your picture taken where you look like you're in the mouth of Bruce. Now one thing I'm going to warn you guys about are the moms around this area. I think I've said this before. The moms in this area will go crazy trying to get that perfect, awesome picture that 20,000 people have taken before of getting a picture of their kids inside the mouth of the great white shark Bruce. It's really funny because there is no real line to it. There's no way that they kind of organize it. I think they really should station a cast member there just to try to get people to kind of go in and out right. But they don't. It's just kind of Thunderdome over there. There are no rules, when you go there, you actually kind of have to fight for your, for your space, because some kids will jump in and out. You think you're next, but you're not. Sometimes there's people that are kind of wrangling kids and hurting them, trying to make it fair, but sometimes it's not, and you got to watch out for those moms that push you out of the way. They get really intense down there, especially if they can capture their Disney moment on celluloid. Well, they don't do that anymore. They just do it digital, but still, you've been warned. One tip for touring this is go to the main rides in this area early. The Seas with Nemo and Friends and Turtle Talk. See them early. Go see the rest of the park, and when you have some free extra time, come back here, then view. Because if you try to rush this, it really, really isn't that much fun. Yeah, so just dedicate a little bit of time to this so you can actually enjoy it. The one thing that I do want to share with you, I took some video of this really cool dolphin. This really cool dolphin show. I'm sorry, they have a dolphin show. The dolphins are trained, and they do really cool tricks and whatnot. And the cast member tells you about how they train the dolphins, and what they do, what they can do, and they wave to you and do this, that, and the other. It's really fun. I want to show you some some video of that show. They have it at different times. There's a sign right up here where you can ask a cast member. It's really cool. It's in the main tank area, so go check that out. I'll be right back, okay?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the observation deck. My name is Kathy. I'm a member of the marine mammal team here in the seas. In just a few moments, we will be beginning one of our dolphin presentations. For those of you that can hear me but haven't quite figured out where I'm speaking from, I'm all the way down the long tunnel, or the first two windows on the left-hand side. Currently, the seas is home to 4 mammal-land bottlenose dolphins. Today's session is going to involve the little boys, also known as Calvin and Malabar. Malabar is the youngest of our 4 dolphins. He is 11 years of age. Calvin is 16. Keep in mind that dolphins do live well into their 40s or even into their 50s. There's another trainer topside. Her name is Kim. You're going to hear me talking to her throughout the presentation. Kim, we would love to say hello to both Calvin and Malabar. Now, all of our sessions here are completely voluntary for our dolphins. Trust us, there's not a whole lot we can do if a 500-pound dolphin tells us no. So right now, she's asking for both Malabar and Calvin, at which point they're going to be able to see you just as well as you can see them. Hello, gentlemen. How about a nice big wave hello for both Calvin and Malabar? Hey, guys, there it is. I'm going to conduct you together. So this is Malabar that is closest to me. Calvin, you can see that there's a little bit of a size difference. Want to show off just a little bit there for us, buddy? There you go. Very nice. To you, they look great. Guess what's happening upstairs with them right now? That's right, they're being positively reinforced. And there's many ways we can reinforce our dolphins. Food is a wonderful reinforcer, a nice rub down, a favorite toy, anything the dolphin finds enjoyable. Kim, would Calvin like to come back down, please? You also heard me blowing a high-pitched whistle. That is our way of telling them that they're doing a great job. They cannot hear the human voice, however, they can hear that whistle quite well through the acrylic. So this is Calvin, and one thing that we like to show off is something called a husbandry behavior. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all trained in husbandry behaviors as well, you just didn't know it. A husbandry behavior is something that aids us in their voluntary medical care, isn't that right? It is. Ladies and gentlemen, what happens when you go to the doctor and the doctor wants to look inside the back of your mouth? Yes, does anybody here go to a doctor that physically tries to pry your mouth apart? I hope not. That would not be a good idea. Not a good idea at all. But also would not be a good idea for me to try to pry his mouth apart. No, it would not do. So we ask them to voluntarily cooperate. I can ask Calvin, up here, ready? Right here. I can ask him to open his mouth. I can take a good look at his teeth, his gums, the back of his mouth. Remember, dolphins are mammals, so they do breathe air, and that's right there through that blowhole. Good job. And right here, we have some pectoral flippers. Everybody down here wants to see that as well, my friend. So again, we can take a good look at those teeth. Dolphins do have anywhere from 88 to 100 conflict-shaped teeth. Right, they're air breathers. Good boy. And right here are those flippers. Now, anybody know the difference between flippers and fins? Give you a little hint. Flippers have a bone structure and they can move. Where the fin, which is on the top of the dolphin's back, is made of cartilage, they cannot move. No, you can't. Oh, there you go. Good job. Right up there. Calvin's on his way to see you, Kim. He looks wonderful. Now, I saw a birthday girl down here. What's your name? Brenna, would you like to help me? Come on down. Is Malabar able to join us, please? Brenna, have a seat. Stand right there. Malabar's going to come down just right there. You're going to need some room. Malabar's going to do everything that you're going to do, okay? Can you do a double backflip? That's okay. Malabar can't do double backflip either. But Brenna, I bet you can put your hand on top of your head like a ballerina and spin around in a circle. Just one time. And take a look, Malabar is doing the same thing. Let's try and give him a nice big round of applause. Well, brother, come on down over here. This time, we want to ask Malabar to jump up and down out of the water. So what do you think you're going to do to have Malabar jump up and down out of the water? Give it a try. I don't think that was quite it. Try it again. Well, we all know Brenna can jump very well. Malabar, you are doing it right. Brenna, it's a trick. Put your arm just like this. On the count of 3, we're going to raise it straight into the air. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3, up. That's how we ask the dolphin how to jump up and down out of the water. This is a behavior called a bow. It's a great demonstration of how powerful. Remember, Malabar is over 400 pounds. And he's going to continue to take his body up and out of the water until we tell him to stop or he decides it's not worth it anymore. So, that nice high-pitched whistle, let's give Brenna and Malabar a nice big round of applause. All right, Brenna, it's time to set Malabar up to see him. So we're going to cross our arms right in front of us. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3, cross. Malabar's on his way to see you. He's great. And another big round of applause for Brenna. Thank you, please. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to get your cameras ready, we're going to invite both Calvin and Malabar down for one final photo opportunity. Would those dolphins like to come down for a picture, please? For those of you not taking a picture, however, we need to do some cheering and clapping for these boys. I'll be stepping out of the way so you won't have to take a picture of the back of my head. And I'll go to both windows so everybody does have the opportunity. Gentlemen, we're right here. A nice big smile and a nice big round of applause for these two. As promised, now there are more of you in here than that. I know you can make more noise. So right here, big smile and that big round of applause. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for stopping by this afternoon. If you'd like to help me wave goodbye, we've certainly enjoyed having you here today. Good job, boys. To you, Kim, they are wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. If you do have any further questions, my name is Kathy. Take care.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. It actually was one of the pleasant things. We weren't really planning on staying there, but we just happened to be right there at the time. And we were all just chilling there. We saw that they were gathering, and we realized that it was going to be the dolphin show. So we stayed and watched, and it was a cool little, 10-minute thing. And you learned a little bit. You got to see the dolphins do some stuff. There was even a scene where the dolphin pooped, and yeah, that was funny because a lot of kids were really apt to mention it. Hey, the dolphin pooped. It took a little poopage there, which is hilarious. And, because I don't know why it is, but everybody thinks that animals pooping is hilarious. Especially sea animals. But they all laughed. So it was pretty interesting. So yeah, what am I going to give the Sea's main exhibits, the main tank and exhibits? I'm definitely giving this 3 stars. This is one of those attractions, things where you can go if you want to, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. But it will actually, enhance your experience a little bit if you do go. It is very fun. Disney does a great job with the theming and the information. You will learn some stuff, and occasionally, if you're lucky, if you're there at the right time, you'll catch a little show like this dolphin show or whatever. And it's cool because you think nobody's waiting for this. It's kind of just happened, and it just feels like it was kind of a show just for you. But it was kind of cool. So yeah, the Sea's main tanks and all that stuff, the Sea's pavilion, awesome stuff, 3 stars, check it out. Well, congratulations to the winner of the Record Hop Blu-ray. I can't believe the guy didn't, he deleted his account and didn't get in contact with me, but that's their loss. So congratulations to you. And yeah, so I'll do that Q&A in the weeks to come, so just keep an eye out for that, and a bunch of other videos to do for you from a friend's DVD that he bought. Really expensive stuff, really cool. So yeah, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I want people to go down to Disney World and enjoy all the stuff and all the magic that you bring to the world. And I don't care if you're a kid or an adult, you're going to love it. Go to the Liberty Belle Riverboat, really cool stuff there, especially if you got some time and you want to relax, really cool stuff. and the seas, that that whole pavilion, you can see some really awesome fish and really awesome stuff there. So really go good times in Disney World with that. So if you are going to Disney World, be sure to go to allears.net, touringplans.com, wdwmagic.com for all your latest and greatest Disney news. WaltDisneyWorld.com is good too, straight from the horse's mouth stuff. And if you want to, you can get this book too. It's a really good wealth of information, the unofficial guide to Walt Disney World. This just happens to be the 2013 edition, but there is more to there is more. Obviously, if you're watching this in 2015, get the 2015 edition. So yeah, that's it for me this week, and I'll see you guys next week for another Disney news and reviews. I'm running out of stuff to review, guys. Bye.